Concessions.
Boom!
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Coops Concessions. I have a very special guest with me. You might have seen this guy around a few times. We be around each other. We be recording. We be at conventions and all types of movie events and premieres. Mr. Audio himself, Mr. Do We Have Audio, the king of audio and video, my mentor, my friend, Mr. Kevin.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Mr. Coop?
I'll add claps in there.
Okay, cool. Claps, everybody. All right, good. Thank you. I'm cool, man. You know, I've been looking forward to this. This actually is a really cool thing to do, and I'm good to help you out and do some things with you. It's cool.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
You go. Yeah.
So, as I want to start the show with every guest that I have, I want to ask you a simple question. Can you name me your top 3 movies and then the top 3 worst movies? No order.
No order. All right. Top 3 best movies. I'm going to say definitely. I could say The Matrix, the whole trilogy, if I wanted to, but I'm gonna say The Matrix as a whole, the first one. Okay. Second, probably would be Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, which is kind of crazy.
I've never seen that. George Clooney?
Yeah,
Clooney.
You need to see that, bro.
Okay.
You need to see that.
All right.
And then, wow, it's a lot of different ones. But all right, so this is technically The Matrix is definitely my first one.
I know one of your favorite movies.
Can you tell me? Can you fill the
Snatch?
Yes, we'll go with that. Because I mean,
Sure.
I have a lot of different movies, but it's that it'd be hard to say to my top 3, but definitely we're gonna sign it up. Yeah, definitely.
Do you have a favorite movie theater?
Yes, I do. My favorite movie theater is the AMC in Georgetown, Theater 8.
Is that where we went to see Scream? Which number was that? 6? That's
Yeah,
crazy. You can't
I think the Scream 6 is the one without Nev Campbell.
Oh, so you saw Scream 7.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Theater 8.
Theater 8.
Yeah.
I would say mine is the Hoffman. I've always enjoyed the Hoffman Theater.
I went there to go see The Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
And I like that there. Definitely. I know, right. If you don't like dialogue, dang, I could have said Inglourious Basterds too. And that'd be my top 4. My top 4.
All right, give me 3 movies the worst 3 movies you've seen.
The absolute worst movie ever, Pootie Tang. Pootie Tang, can't stand it.
We have a Pootie Tang inside joke because we went to BlurCon and this girl said the greatest movie she's ever seen in her whole life was Pootie Tang.
You know what's funny?
Footage and
You know what's funny? Because the thing is, I was thinking about that because there is a piece of the interview that I put out online, but I have recorded the entire thing.
Yeah.
So the thing is, that is funny for that side. Tenet, number 2. That could easily be number one. Easily be number 1. Tenet, and then trying to think of. So I'm gonna put this up there because it's the only movie I ever walked out on. I think it was Lethal Weapon 3.
Damn.
Whichever one it was, where it's I forgot, somebody Riggs people had killed Murtaugh's person that killed somebody, and they were trying to chase this gang. Whatever it was,
I think that was the third one. They had special bullets, like cop killer bullets or some shit like that.
That was the worst. That's literally in the history of me going to see movies. That's all of like 40-something years. That's the only movie I ever walked out on.
Wow. Did I ever walk out on the movie? I think only because like my father came to get me and then I had to leave,
Okay.
Which was like Alien versus Predator.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. All right, man. Yeah. Tenet, Lethal Weapon 3
and Pootie Tang.
And Pootie Tang as the worst.
Pootie Tang and Tenet would probably be tied. But yeah.
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 Okay. That's crazy. That's such a wide variety of
No, can I add one more?
Of course.
All right,
absolutely.
So the 4th one would be The Labyrinth with David Bowie.
Oh.
Absolutely trash.
I've seen a lot of like recent reviews of that movie because I think it's free on YouTube and people just like review it.
It should be free on Tubi.
Yeah.
That's what it should be.
Speaking of worst movies, that is our main topic today, the worst movies. I asked a few people online was the worst movie that they've seen. Renegade Green says Get Down, not to be confused with the show The Get Down, but some show called Get Down about a white man in a tree, and it's titled Get Down. I could not find this movie to save my soul, to be honest with you.
I've never even heard of that movie before.
I don't even know if she saw a movie. I don't know.
Wow.
If this was like a short film or... I don't know. I've never heard of this in my life.
I don't know. Should I turn my chair this way to face you?
If you want to,
right,
sure,
cool.
man. You know, make yourself as comfortable as possible. You know? Yeah, Renegade Greed says The Get Down. And Superman on TikTok, this is the official Superman, on TikTok.
I remember him. Shout out to him.
He says the worst movie he saw is The Grudge, the American version. Do you remember that movie?
I remember it. I thought it was okay.
Ooh, is that Sarah Michelle Gellar?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But I remember seeing that movie though.
Wouldn't find me. I don't know. I can't even tell you. I know there's like a Japanese version.
Yes.
I hope it's Japanese. I don't want to offend any Asians. But I think that there is a Japanese version that is much scarier. But I can't tell you.
I mean, they say that, you know, those movies, when they come over here in the U.S. and get made, it's a little bit less gory, scary, whatever they want to do. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I mean, this is my first time seeing it. And if I had seen the original version, I'd probably have something to compare it to. But because it's just that one, it was pretty good. It's a nice Saturday movie.
Yeah.
Nice Saturday movie, you know.
And then finally, Kyle C. says the worst movies he's seen is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Ant-Man Quantumanium,
Ooh,
and Acrimony.
Okay.
I can agree with two of these movies. I kind of have a hate for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory because it was like, you know how you young and then like your parents don't want you in the adult room, so they put you in the kids room. Yeah, in the kids room, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was playing
on loop
constantly. they in the other room watching Friday. Oh. We gotta watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean it's the Quantumania one. That's I can see that. That's not
definitely the weakest of the three.
Yeah, I'm not the big Jonathan Majors fan, so that's one reason why I really neglected going to see that movie. But I saw it anyway because it's Marvel. But yeah, I can see that though.
Yeah,
I can see it. Yeah.
Acrimony. I saw that movie twice, and the first time I realized like I was on the wrong side of the argument of the movie. You know?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's a Tyler Perry movie.
Oh, there we go.
And the movie splits you if you agree with the woman or the man of the movie, pretty much. You know, I thought that I was like, oh, the man, he did what he was supposed to do, and then I got like physically, verbally jumped for my decision.
Did you have to switch sides in the theater when you seen it?
I didn't see it in theaters.
Oh, you saw it at house?
I saw it at somebody's house. It was a party. And it was, I don't think they knew that it was on.
Right.
But it was just playing. And then everyone kind of like locked into it. And then...
I like those parties.
Then you had to make a decision. Whose side are you on in this movie? Ooh. This is not even a party anymore.
Oh, when the movie went off, how was the room? How did the tension?
I think the drinks got people, settled and mellowed out.
Okay.
After
yeah, that'd have been pretty difficult in some scenes, some places. It might have been that way. Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, worst movies we've seen. For me, man, I think I'm gonna go with The Last Airbender, Avatar. With
that would have rounded off as being the top 5. That definitely would have been that. Definitely, but yeah.
M. Night did that version, and it was not good at all. This Netflix series is not getting some good ratings at all either.
I'm actually doing reviews on that one. I think it's, as a true fan of the show, I think it is. Now, they're not really sticking to the story heavy.
Yeah.
But what they're making in substitution for what the show did, I'm not mad at it. Mm-hmm. But I think it's good. I like it. I think I got to go back and watch the last episode because apparently it went off and I was in the bathroom. So it was like, oh, that must have been the scene.
Is it only like 5 episodes?
Yeah, it's kind of short.
Okay.
It's kind of maybe 5 or 6.
Okay, I only made it to the second episode. I gotta finish the rest.
Oh, second episode. Yeah, you get that. You get my girl come on the second episode off the top. That was dope.
So next up, we are going to go my favorite part of the show, which is movie anniversary.
Anniversary is our anniversary movie.
All right, movie anniversaries. First up, we have June 2nd. July 2nd of this month. Big Trouble in Little China came out in 1986. The 40th anniversary of this movie. The movie made $20 million. The movie had a budget of $20 million and it only made $11 million.
Ooh.
I think after the years it became like a classic, but not a classic. This is when it came out. I wasn't even born, so I can't even really speak.
86, you wasn't born?
I was born in 87.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm mad old. I was like 16.
Yeah. Did you see it in theaters?
I don't believe so because I know Gage. Shout out to Gage. He cornered me and kidnapped me and took me back to where he stayed and made me watch that movie.
Yeah.
You know, I had never seen it in my life, and I was kind of disgusted, but at the end of the day, you know, because he swore by that movie. He swore by it. Him and Lowe swore by that.
Yeah.
But it's like I watched it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was okay. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like when he had us put butter on Pop-Tarts. It's like, okay, it was disgusting at first, but then it's like, yeah, but I'm not going to still like, if I'm at home doing nothing, that's not the movie I'm going to put on to watch at all.
It's not the background noise movie.
Nah, it's worse. That's worse than back. Pootie Tang is worse than that.
Pootie Tang.
I don't even. Oh my God. that should be the name. It should be the name of this.
All right, June 7th. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. That was the sequel. Came out in 2006, the 20th year anniversary. That movie had a budget of $225 million, and it made $1.6 billion.
I love that movie. I love that whole franchise. I have friends that haven't seen any of those, but I love it. The score, and it's definitely a movie that we would demo a lot when we're back at the old spot. Yeah. The sound is incredible. Yeah,
I have seen all of them. Well, I guess the original 3, but I can't remember the third one that much. I might have to go back and see that one. But I do remember the sequel being a really big deal.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole Davy Jones thing and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, $1.6 billion. I mean, it's Disney, so.
But in one movie though, that's crazy.
One movie.
They got a roster of movies that's ridiculous, but in one movie, in one of the sequels of the whole franchise, made 1 billion.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jack Sparrow, he's one of the characters. He's one of those certified signature Disney ones.
Listen, Johnny Depp is this. Well, he's probably like last generation's character actor. I haven't seen him in anything, but when he plays that Captain Jack and he plays like any character, he gets in.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So that's definitely one of the ones. You don't know what it's like being Captain Jack Sparrow, but he makes, you know, if the character lived, it's one of those ones like you say, like Tony Stark can only be played by Robert Downey because his life kind of parallel.
Can be Hugh Jackman.
It's like, yeah, you can't do that. The only person that came close to playing Captain Jack Sparrow was Penelope Cruz. That's about it.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Because in one of the movies,
she was.
Yeah, they were fighting each other. That's only about it. That's about it.
Next up, we have Jason Bourne.
Oh.
Now, this is not the Bourne Identity, but Jason Bourne when Matt Damon came back, because they had Jeremy Renner do one of them, and then Matt Damon came back for the last one.
I don't remember him doing that.
Oh yeah?
No.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to find that.
He was one of the Bourne people.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
This movie came out in June 11th, 2016. This is the 10th year anniversary. The movie had a budget of $120 million, and it made $416 million. I think that was the thing too. So there's 3 Bourne Identities.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the 4th one is called, but it definitely had Jeremy Renner as one of the Bourne characters.
Okay.
Let me look this up.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to find that. I mean, I wasn't really a super big fan of the Bourne Identity series. It's like this: there are movies that when you see they're coming out, and for the very first one, you had to get a good taking about what the movie's going to be about. Mm-hmm. And then once you get the movie, and maybe there's certain people that like the movie that you don't like them. So when they start to say like, "Oh, I like this movie," I don't like you. Your movie stuff is trash. And then one day you get to see it on TV, and y'all got to remember, stuff that comes out now comes out really, really quickly. But when this time was happening, you might have still had to wait maybe 9 months to see the movie on whatever kind of format, beta, VHS, whatever, DVD. So when you get to see it, and he was like, "Oh, this movie's okay." And then the next time they bring a second one out, you go, "Oh, I'm going to go see this joint because that first one was great." Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Yeah, the one with Jeremy Renner is called The Bourne Legacy.
Wow.
In 2012. Edward Norton was the villain.
That's still DVD time.
It is DVD time.
Yeah.
And Rachel Weisz was in the movie too.
Oh wow.
Oscar Isaac too.
Really?
Yes.
That's a good cast.
It is a good cast. I might have to check that out.
Yeah.
I'm sure it didn't do that well.
Right.
They brought Matt Damon back.
Yeah.
Let's check out this movie.
I mean, they changed like Superman like 1,000 times, so why not?
Absolutely. Okay, so The Bourne Legacy, budget of $125 million, box office $280 million.
Made his money back, but slightly.
Slightly, yeah. Not bad. All right, so the last movie, last but not least, Aliens.
Ooh.
Make sure you add that S because it's the sequel.
Yeah.
1986.
Nice.
40th anniversary. Movie had a budget of $18 million, and it made $183 million.
Crazy. $18 million to make a movie.
Yeah.
That's
insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
And
Aliens is the more popular one out of the franchise, right? Would you say?
And I think the first one would probably be. I think Sigourney Weaver being in another one doing it, that might be the more popular one because it's probably more up to date.
She fought the alien. Get away from her, you bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first one was. I mean, I didn't never seen it in the theater though. Okay. I never seen Alien or Aliens in the theater. I think that's one of the movies that around 86. I don't know what was really popping around that time, but I didn't see myself going to see that. So that's one of the movies that didn't have the luxury of doing that.
I would say I love the genius idea of like making the movie Alien and not calling it Alien 2. Just literally adding an S, making it plural.
Kind of like Look Who's Talking, then Look Who's Talking Too.
Yeah.
Got you. That's pretty good.
Aliens.
Yeah.
And that S made $.
It made some money. It made some money, man. Money.
Crazy. So those are the movie anniversaries of this month. Maybe I'll review some. I already reviewed Aliens, but maybe we'll go back and talk about some of these. Maybe the Pirates of the Caribbean one.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Next up, movie of the month.
Month.
All right, so here we got movie of the month from last year, which is June. What do we have? We had He-Man. Did you see He-Man?
No.
I did not either. Nah. I wanted to take Ethan to see He-Man because I thought he'd be interested, but he was not interested in the movie at all.
No, I mean, I'm not either. I know right around this time back in the day, it would probably just been going off. The news been coming on, but I'm not really interested.
It's not called He-Man, right? It's called
Master of the Universe.
Masters of the Universe.
Same thing. I remember the episode when Stewie was taking those drugs and he became He-Man for a little bit.
That was funny.
That was hilarious.
But no, yeah, He-Man, not movie of the month. I heard it didn't even make the budget that it had for the movie.
I don't even know why really some of these movies. We had a conversation earlier, and it's like I don't know why some movies are getting made. It's like there's such an original take, and all the original movies are doing extremely well. So it's like to do something that He-Man has never been really done. The cartoon is nice, and I get it, but there are so many toys. There are so many different things you can make a movie out of. Who greenlit it? Who came up? Let's make a movie about He-Man and get it together. So I don't know why the movie was even made. So it didn't pique my interest at all. But if you got He-Man fans, and
and it kind of just came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
usually for stuff that's that nostalgic, you need to like build up to it almost.
I think they had a good run where there was advertising the movie, and that the advertise probably looked a little bit better than what it was when you saw Skeletor. That's when it is, but I don't know why it's made. I don't know.
Next up, we have Scary Movie the reboot, or Scary Movie 6, I guess you could say that's the latest one. Did you see this one?
I did not.
I saw this one and I was not happy with it at all, honestly. You know, I think there was a time where like the Wayans Brothers scary movies had a certain feel to them, and then after a while we just kept going to Scary Movie 3, 4, all these other movies, disaster movies, superhero movies, stuff like that.
Right.
And this just felt like another edition of that, you know?
I'll put it like this. I mean, to be honest, a lot of my movie reviews me going to the movies. I'm look, no pun intended on that. I've been getting everything from you. So like when I watch LS Weekly and you know what I'm saying, Coops Concessions, seriously. And I said, well, I'm thinking about going to see that movie, but I'm not going to go see it because Coops said it. And that's it. Or I'll agree with something that you did, or I won't. Like it was some movie you did, the top whatever, and I was on the screen watching you, just cussing you out. It was like this dude talking about. But when you said scary movie, it's like I didn't really want to go see it. And then every review I was watching was saying the exact same thing. Then I said, you know what? I got a couple of bucks. I'm going to go check it out for myself and do that. I'm coming into this movie thinking the movie's going to be garbage, right? But I'm going to take all that away and we're going to see for ourselves if it's going to be garbage or not. I still haven't made a decision. So I'll probably go check it out. Maybe when it comes on streaming, I'll probably just just download it for a day.
Yeah.
But I still want to see it in the theater though.
Yeah.
'Cause I think it's important to really pay the money, but the opening week,
especially after what they went through with the whole franchise.
yeah, opening weekend is like kind of like it's really important. And when you miss that opening weekend, it's like, what's the point? But I still want to go see it since it's in the theater, so I probably will.
All right, next up we have Power Ballad with look at your face.
What the hell is it about? Somebody won a lottery or something like that? What is it about?
No. It's with Paul Rudd, who's like a wedding singer, and he makes this song. He writes a song for a pop star, and the pop star steals the song, and now the song is like all over the world, and he's trying to be like, yo, I wrote that song.
That sounds like a Disney movie. That sounds like a Saturday movie.
You know what? It does. Damn, I never even thought of it like that, but it does sound like a Disney movie.
I'm going to put that up there with the Super Saturday trash of... You know what? I'm gonna let your listeners just have that one. I'm not even gonna say that.
I think I'm interested in it because Paul Rudd is funny. So
yeah, Paul Rudd is funny. But what I was gonna say was probably not funny. But then we're gonna do that. Y'all know the Saturday show that used to come on at 2:00 on Saturday afternoon that nobody watched, that everybody seems to love. You know the one. See, this is that moment when I say something stupid, and I said I wasn't gonna do that, but I mean, there it is. So I'm going to be quiet for the rest of the podcast. You will only hear the fan that's blowing in here right now.
Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day?
The Steven Spielberg Alien movie.
I haven't seen that yet. Want to, though.
I've heard things that made me not really want to see it.
Wow, Emily Blunt, though.
Emily Blunt. I heard she's fantastic in the movie.
Wow.
I heard she is. But I think people were expecting an alien movie, and this isn't necessarily an alien movie.
It's not?
It's like exposing aliens, but like not a lot of aliens in the movie. I think when you hear Steven Spielberg and you hear an alien movie, you're thinking like, I don't know, the levels of E.T. and shit, right?
I mean, Steven Spielberg ain't made a movie in a minute. You got to come back. Wow, that's crazy.
This is true, but I'm hearing bad things about this movie.
See? So y'all know, going on that path, I might not go see it because Coop said.
Because Coop said so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't do that all the time.
Wow.
The Furious. I did want to see The Furious, which is the...
the new action film?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to check that out.
I did want to see it. I didn't get a chance to.
It just came out though, right? Like a couple weeks ago.
It just came out a few weeks ago.
Okay.
So we still got a chance to see that. We saw Toy Story 5.
Yes, that was pretty good.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
That was a lot better than I expected it to be, honestly.
Yeah. I clapped at the end. I know that.
Yeah. I think that's crazy because a lot of people did clap, and then when that happened, I thought about it. I was like, damn, when's the last time I was in a theater and everyone clapped? Probably Avengers or something like that.
Oh, clap wasn't a word in Avengers. Oh, speaking of that, side note, you gonna go see Endgame again? Wow, that's a reluctant sure though, bro. As soon as I saw the post on Instagram, I was like, oh yeah.
I watch. I don't know why I've made this a tradition, but every Christmas Eve or around Christmas, I watch Endgame.
Okay. I know every Christmas day I go to the movies.
Yeah.
There's whatever movie come out on Christmas the night before.
Me and Ethan will watch Endgame almost every Christmas Eve or around that time. And I don't know. For me, Endgame was spoiled for me. Let's just say that. When it came out in theaters and I didn't see it the night it came out, Endgame was actually spoiled.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
Let's tell the story. So,
no, I mean, I guess. Go ahead.
This was around the time YouTube. Now when you stop on a thumbnail on YouTube, that shit just plays.
Oh.
This is around the time when that just started happening.
Okay.
So I'm just scroll. I'm going to see the movie. I had plans to see it, but I just couldn't see it the day it came out, which is where I messed up.
Yeah.
So I'm just scrolling through YouTube, and then one of the thumbnails just start playing, and I see Iron Man with all the stones in his hand, and I just like throw the phone. It was grainy too. So I felt like maybe I didn't really see that, or maybe that's not really in the movie, right? So then I see the movie. And then the moment where he's wrestling with Thanos and Thanos is snapping his finger, I was like, this nigga Tony got the stones. Because I saw it. And I just never really had that feeling that everyone else has because of that.
Man, I'm telling you, just hearing that, that's a horrible thing, bro. Whoever did that, man, you are cursed for that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was wild.
That's insane. Because, I mean,
Spoilers are worse today. They're worse now than that was how many years ago? That was Endgame. Now you can't even get on a fucking
Nah. When you go on to go see something and you even was an adult and the movie comes out and it's like opening weekend, like it's gonna be hard to do, but don't look at any reviews and pretty much stay offline if that's what you care about. Just to piggyback off Endgame, we had a joke because we were sitting there and the crew was recording because we were way off. We were way off who was going to die and who was going to do this. When we did our shows, it was crazy. And so one of the things we said was, hey, make sure you go to the bathroom before, you get there or whatever. Okay, I didn't. So it's a joke, but it was so crazy. And I remember it. So I'm like, I don't know how far I was in where, you get that little feeling where things start to get hot, trying to move around a little bit. But if you start thinking too hard and start looking, it's like, say if something falls in the seat and you got to look for it, that intense that you got to go pee, it makes you go pee. But you're trying to be involved in the movie. And when your mind changes, you stop thinking about you got to go to the bathroom. But as soon as the theater starts to get quiet and that urge comes back again, so all I remember was Thor comes out and says, we got to kill him properly then. And I get up and go to the bathroom.
Oh, my gosh. I already know what happened.
And so I go to the bathroom. Man, you should see me, man. I was running so fast trying to pee. I think I actually peed on my shoe or something. And by the time I get back and all I see is Thor getting his ass whooped. And then next thing you know,
that's a crazy thing to come back.
And as soon as I get to the edge of the turn, now there's people standing. There's people standing on the west. So I'm making my way through the people. But all I see is Thor getting his ass whooped, and I see I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. Mjolnir goes through, and I said, "Well, damn! If Thor's on the floor, who got the hammer?" And then when that joint came back to Cap, listen, look, you can tell. I'm telling you. It sounded like two trucks outside the theater had crashed into each other and people were screaming at the carnage. The theater erupted when Cap had the hammer in his hand. I was like, oh my God, I almost missed this.
Yeah, that'd have been wild.
And then he started to spin the joint, calling for lightning. I said, did he practice with this joint? What's going on? But I said, if I'd have
joint when Thor was sleeping, it was like, I'm gonna do some.
I'm just thinking, if I'd have peed a little bit slower, I would have came back to on your left. I would have missed all that.
Damn.
So that's my end game. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that joke's so wild.
Hey, if you have an end game spoiler story, please call us. No. That's crazy though.
Oh my god!
It's even crazier. The last thing you saw was like, "We'll kill him properly," and then he come back and he's getting his ass.
And I was like, man, I said, the first thing I said was, I just left. What happened? They had him. Because the first part when he does that, and they go into it, they start the fight, and you see him just going after Thanos. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm leaving. They're gonna get him. And I come back. Thor's like about to die. As a matter of fact, I make it more. It was when he was pushing the axe in his chest.
Oh, yeah, because he kind of caught, like, when it was coming back to him.
Yeah.
And he pushed it in, yeah.
I was like, oh, my God, they're about to kill Thor. And the way he was going to kill Thanos. I said, man, this is crazy.
Crazy.
Man, I love those days. I also like the fact, just to retrack, I know we're going way off track, but when we came in to see Infinity War, and we were all, like, there was a line to get in to see Infinity War, and and we were like, okay, let's say it started at 10:30. So here it is, like 10:40, because you got to stay for the after credits. So when people were coming out of previous versions, oh yeah, oh my God, yeah. When they came out of Infinity War, it was quiet. It was so quiet. And I'm looking at the line of people, and I'm like, yo, I don't want to know what happened. He said, you'll see. And I was just like, damn. That was crazy. I missed that. And that's why I'm looking so forward to Spider-Man and Doomsday, because I want that feeling again of going to the movie. Then when you see somebody at the con or one of your friends is into that and you like, yo, did you see the joint? And you had this whole conversation about it, because it's going to be crazy. Yeah. But it could bomb. It could bomb. The anticipation, it could be like, oh, I could have stayed home for that.
Yeah.
Because remember, it still is original, sort of, kind of, but it's also kind of like it's not really a remake. So it could probably last. I haven't really seen a bad Marvel one except for we talk about Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, Thor 2, I didn't really watch that much either.
I like that, but Ragnarok was hilarious.
Ragnarok was.
Adjun was hilarious, bro. Fell in love.
Next up, we have the death of Robin Hood, which I did hear about, but I didn't see a lot of promotions about it. Hugh Jackman is playing an older Robin Hood. He kind of tells the story of like what really happened and all that.
I saw the trailer, didn't see it. That actually could be a good. That could be a good Sunday movie.
Yeah.
I had to explain to y'all the Saturdays and Sunday movies that there's a difference. All right. I mean, we went all track. I don't want to waste nobody's time.
Next up was Supergirl, which we said that we were going to see, but we didn't see. I'm not even too hyped to see this movie, to be honest with you. But I guess I'll see it. It'll probably have a late review with it, but I don't know. I had already had my doubts about this movie, and then to hear a lot of credible sources say that it was bad too just makes me feel like I don't even want to waste my time. But I guess if I am going to follow the new DC universe, I gotta kind of.
I guess. I mean, I didn't even see Superman.
Oh, well, there you go. So.
I mean, I don't think that any of the DC movies recently. I mean, I like the Dark Knight series. That's about it. Mm-hmm. And some of the earlier Superman stuff.
Like the Batman.
Didn't see that either. Had no need, no want to see it. I can't say I didn't like it because I didn't see it. I heard you guys said it was good, but I'm like, I haven't seen it yet. And they about to come up with it too, right?
How much I love The Dark Knight, right?
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Batman fan.
Forget you, Gage. Go ahead.
The Batman is a better movie than The Dark Knight. It's a better Batman movie than The Dark Knight. I think The Dark Knight, I got so caught up with the Joker and his performance and everything like that.
Yeah.
But everything that I love about Batman is in the Batman movie. So,
okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it, and I'll jump in.
And then last but not least is Jackass, which you did see.
Yes. Loved it.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Again, in this day and age, there's certain terms that we use that this would invoke that one word being said like 100 million times in this movie. Shout out to Dame Dash. But yeah, it would be that way. And I mean, to me, it was hilarious, man. I mean, and I really, really needed that that laugh, and I'm talking about drop the popcorn, holding your stomach, laughing, great stuff. Even though you, like I said, you knew some of the stuff was going to happen, but you didn't know. But even still, it's just the fact they got this on film, and that it was hilarious, man.
The laughs that he got from Jackass was the laughs that I thought that I was going to get from Scary Movie.
Yeah. Wow.
So out of all these movies that most of them we didn't see, I'm going to give Toy Story 5 the movie of the month for June. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't think that any of these movies would be better than Toy Story. Maybe Disclosure Day, but I didn't see it. So
well, I concur. I mean, I think that the day that we went to go see it on, the fact that we had the crew with us,
that made it a bigger.
Yeah, and then we had almost the whole row. So, and I just think, like I said, the movie in general. But I swear to goodness, man, I was waiting for a part that's gonna make me cry.
Yeah,
and
Toy Story 3, I was just waiting to just be balling.
Yeah, it's like all the Pixar joints give me, but this one did not. I think because of the date that we went to go see this on, and it's like we had already had that kind of sad moment, but good moment. So Toy Story was kind of like, it was like a nice little, it was like a real feel. It's like you guys are together, so let's take this good moment and make that happen. That's why that was. So yeah.
All right, so movie of the month for July coming up. Minions and Monsters. I don't even know which Minions movie this is at this point. I'm not a fan of Minions. I did see the other day these women singing popular songs in Minionese.
Minionese?
Yes. That's
okay.
their language, and they sounded exactly like the Minions. I will say it was pretty impressive. But other than that, I have no... What is the movie that even come from? It's not the Gru movie.
Yeah.
Despicable Me.
Yeah, it comes from Despicable Me, and I think they're funny. That could be a / Saturday Sunday movie before this over here.
Now this is a July movie, and usually the movies close to July 4th is supposed to be the biggest movie.
Yeah, blockbusters.
Hit. Do you think Minions is a blockbuster hit?
Nah. I don't. I think if you have kids,
Spider-Man deserved that spot.
Yeah, Spider-Man will probably be that.
Yeah,
probably.
Absolutely.
I mean, the hype for Spider-Man right now. But I find it funny if we can jump into that a little quickly. In 3, which I like 3, I like Spider-Man 3, but they had a bunch of villains in that one, and one of the complaints was it had a bunch of villains in that one. Yeah, this one has a bunch of villains, so I'm like, what are we doing? So if it's Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, we can't do that. But if it's, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, we can do that and forget that it had a bunch of villains. I thought it was one of the best because I said to myself, if I ever had superpowers, what would I be? Would I be a villain or would I be a hero? Judging by you can't get money, you're trying to do this, you're trying to go to school, your job is messing up, and you got these powers that literally you can take over the world. Mm-hmm. What would you be? So when he became the little goth Spidey, stuff like that, I was like, that's how I would be. Yeah. I'll probably be just like that. I'll probably be more like Deadpool and just help myself and help people too. If I felt like it.
If I loved them that day.
Exactly. So I don't know. This might come up, but I'm looking forward to that definitely.
Yeah. Minions and Monsters comes out July 1st. I'm not planning on seeing it. July 10th we have the live action Moana movie.
No. You gotta stop me sometime too. No. Why?
Why are we making live action remakes from 2017? There's so many other remakes that could be done, but everything doesn't have to be a remake or live action. My personal thought on live action Disney movies, I just feel like they're just like... Disney movies are like magical. When you make them live action, you just suck the soul out the magic, and it's just like...
Well, no, you can't say that, because, one of the movies that I would love to see again is Herbie the Love Bug.
Yeah.
Those were like the Sunday movies. That's a Sunday movie that sit around with my family. So that's why those hold like a dear place in my heart. But not all of them. But recently with the remakes and stuff that's coming on, that's what I kind of dislike them.
I definitely felt that way about Lilo and Stitch too. You didn't.
That's the one. That's the one right there that I said, you got it, man. I'm telling you, we talked about, look, you're going to have to stop me. You have to stop me. Because when it Listen, hold on. Let me get myself together real quick. In the beginning, when they say that he gets wet and he becomes really heavy, okay, cool. They put that in the air, let you know. When he was in the water, bro, and he sat down like, I went to go see that with my daughter, bro. She on one end, I'm on the other end. I'm turned this way, she turned that way. Bawling. Because I say, and then she said, they're going to kill Stitch. But when Lonnie came down, went back after she was telling, go back and get him. And she jumped in the water and couldn't move him and started to run with him underwater, bro.
Maybe I need a dog.
I was saying to myself, oh my God. I said, I'm crying. And my daughter said, you all right? I said, nah, it's I don't know where that water is dripping from in the ceiling. And then when he came out, and then she tried to save him, and he still wasn't doing nothing. Mm-hmm. And then the little girl was bawling and stitching. When he first thing come out of his mouth was family. I said, yo, I'm telling you. And it was a Instagram quote, like a post that went out, and they was playing the whole scene, but it was this little kid in the background. I said, that was me internally crying out loud. I was crying for real. But inside, that's how I was sounding. I was like, dude, you wrong about that.
I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe.
God.
I don't know. I am a hypocrite when it comes to this, because there are live action movies I would love to see. I just heard that they started filming Tangled, the live action version. I'm down for that. I don't know why. I'm down for a live action Tangled, but not a Moana, not a Lilo and Stitch. I don't know. I blame Aladdin. I blame and Genie for all this. But no, I am not going to see the live action Moana. It will probably make $1 gajillion.
I don't think so.
But oh yeah,
I don't think so. We'll mark that. We'll mark that and see.
Okay.
So we're gonna go opening weekend, and then we're gonna say the week after.
Okay.
All right. So yeah,
July 10th. Also July 10th. Evil Dead Burn.
Yes.
I recently went back and watched the Evil Dead series, and I was confused, to be honest with you.
All right. Well, the one I'm gonna tell you, the last one in the elevator one, that was pretty good.
Okay.
I'm a fan of Sam Raimi, the original, the first and the second. Third, Army of Darkness, not so much, but the remake and this one, when I saw the trailer, I was telling you over the weekend, gotta go see that one. Yeah. Got to.
Yeah, the first one was definitely like a horror. Then the second one was like a comedy, and I was confused. I'd never seen any of the Evil Deads, but it did pitch it more as a comedy. So I'm like, where are we going?
Bobby Joe.
But then when I saw the director, Sam Raimi,
yeah,
yeah, that's his style. I just realized, like, you know.
Yeah, you saw that in the Spider-Man when they were zooming up on the mask and stuff like that too.
Or Sin Help. Did you see Sin Help?
No.
You should see that.
There's 2 movies you got on the list.
But yeah, Evil Dead Burn, I'll definitely go see that.
Yeah, definitely. Me too.
I think it'll be a good one.
Night before, got to.
Also July 10th, The Invite with Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Yeah? Looks pretty good.
I think it's going to be pretty nice. You know, Seth Rogen is funny, and I think put in that situation, I think it's going to be good. And then if they keep it with the 4 characters, maybe somebody that comes in and out, that's going to be a good movie for hours, like dialogue and the situation they're talking about. So I think it's going to be one of those movies. So.
These type of movies definitely get me. A small cast in one room, one setting. You know, those usually tend to be pretty good. I am interested to see what it's about. Also, July 17th, The Odyssey. This is probably one of the biggest movies of the year besides Avengers. I didn't even know what The Odyssey was. I had to educate myself on that.
I got to watch it too. I got to see because I'm unfamiliar with that one.
Apparently, The Odyssey is like the very first character-driven story. Like, there's no Star Wars without The Odyssey. There's no Harry Potter without the story of the person comes back and saves the day type of situation.
Right.
That's The Odyssey, the original story, apparently. Which happens right after, what's the Trojan one? The Troy.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, it doesn't sound too interesting from that.
Crazy cast. Have you seen the trailers for this one?
Nah. When I thought you said The Odyssey, I was talking about the Seth MacFarlane one. That's what I thought you was talking about at first.
The show?
Yeah.
The Star Trek show?
I was like, this is what they hype off of?
Nah, man. This is like the sequel to Troy, pretty much. You got Matt Damon, you got Zendaya, you got Tom Holland, you got what's the Punisher's name? John
Barenthal. Yeah.
You got Anne Hathaway.
Ooh, all right, I'm in.
That's all it took.
That's it. Anne Hathaway, you got me. You got my ticket money.
And it's a Christopher Nolan movie, and I tend to enjoy.
Except for my second, Tenet sucks.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what that's about. It looks pretty.
Well, you might have sold me with that one, but it took Anne Hathaway to get my money.
It took Anne Hathaway. I named like 5 of the great actors.
I mean, great actors, but you didn't say Anne Hathaway to 5. 5th.
July 24th, Motor City. I literally added this at the last minute because I saw the trailer.
Right.
With Alan. I can't remember. He plays in The Reacher.
Oh, I don't know that guy.
Yeah.
The guy who betrayed everybody, betrayed Dom.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a movie called Motor City. It's an action movie with no dialogue.
No dialogue.
Alan Richardson, that's his name. No dialogue.
No dialogue in a movie.
It's just an action movie where he gets framed for drugs and he goes out on revenge.
How's there no dialogue in that?
They kind of just show you everything that's happened. I'll show you the trailer.
All right, cool. Because I know both movies, the Sisu.
I saw the first Sisu.
The second one was even crazier. And
I didn't know that movie had no dialogue in it.
I mean, so that's when I hear you say no dialogue, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking more so the fact it's a story, there's people commentating, there's telling the story in it, but there's very little dialogue. If you haven't seen
this, they clearly show you what's happening, like it's very obvious what's happening.
Right.
But in the trailer, nobody's talking.
Okay, great. I thought you were talking about the movie had very little dialogue. We're back to silent films now?
I guess so.
That would be actually pretty dope to make a high, big budget silent film. And does it with music.
Was a silent.
It still would be dope. It still would be dog trash. I don't understand, man. I like Chris Rock.
And last but not least, we already know this is going to be the movie of the month. July 31st, Spider-Man, Brand New Day.
Yup.
Man.
New York City, baby. New York City all day. Let's go.
Man, Spider-Man has just been an incredible franchise. With all 3 of them, too. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland.
I got to ask you this, though, before you go on. And this going to put you in the spot. Who you think is the best Spider-Man? Garfield. Really?
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire all day, bro.
I think with his little quips, the little Spider-Man attitude was definitely point on with him. The tragedy that he experiences through Peter Parker hits harder.
I'll give you that, but I disagree. And I'm gonna tell you like this. I think the popularity of Spider-Man has been around for years. Mm-hmm. But even in the movie, in a TV show, Entourage, one of the movies they was trying to beat was Spider-Man.
I'll never forget that episode.
So here's the thing. And they beat him with Aquaman. Aquaman 1, though. And Aquaman 2. Vince wasn't even in Aquaman 2. So,
like all the power cut out in L.A. or some shit like that?
Yeah. And they went to I love that show, man. But it would not be... I'm going to say this. It wouldn't be the franchise that it is right now if it wasn't without Toby and definitely without the Avengers when they add everything together. Because that scene with everybody together, or the first one, what was that? What was the other one he was called? The one they had to fight against each other.
Oh, Civil War.
Civil War. All right, cool. So that one, that could have been an introduction to Spider-Man and had everybody waiting for a Spider-Man movie. But I think if it wasn't Tobey Maguire, it probably wouldn't have been into Civil War until Spider-Man would have got the hype. Mm-hmm. But it means nothing without Tobey Maguire.
True.
So I think the whole Spider-Man in existence in movies wouldn't have been anything if it wasn't for that. And I think he played that role to a T because he looked like a guy that could have superhero powers, but was still just as timid or whatever he made to be. So he was the perfect Spider-Man. I think the money comes from Tom Holland entering to now. The reason, because I think it's more like as we talk about this all the time, it's more something acceptable to walk around the street with a Spider-Man shirt, Hulk shirt, Avengers shirt.
Shit, you walk around with a Spider-Man costume now, and people won't really say anything to you.
Exactly. So it's like, when that came out, you still had people like us that was into the culture that way, but not hardcore out in the public like it was for real. Maybe not everywhere, but
it's definitely out in the public more now than it is.
So popularity-wise, Tom Holland wouldn't be anything without Tobey Maguire. Andrew Garfield's in the middle. I think he just kind of catches everything. Yeah. But I do say that
he's my favorite Peter Parker.
That's why that scene in the other Spider-Man hit so hard too when he saved her. Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was it.
That clip pops up a lot on YouTube for me.
Yeah.
All right. So our next segment is get to know your guest.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Mr. Domingo Fresh here.
Wow. Get to know me, little old me.
Yeah, we've known each other for a pretty long time.
Good time.
Best Buy employees.
Yeah, that clip came up when you was doing your freestyle the other day. I was like, yeah, bro. Young Coop, shirt tucked in. I had a tie on. We were standing right in front of Magnolia. We were standing right in front of Magnolia in Best Buy. I had my tie on. I think I heard B in the background, and you were rocking. You had
Why is that funny? Me rocking with my shirt.
I don't know, bro. And it's buttoned up to the tip top too. That joke was crisp.
Fresh blue Best Buy shirt.
You know what I'm saying? With the proper brown or black belt. You wear a brown belt to send you home. Crazy.
That's great. Yes, we've known each other for a pretty long time.
Yeah.
Best Buy. Ever since I met you, man, you've been all about chasing your dreams of just whenever there's audio and video needed, you're there.
That's crazy. It's when I told somebody earlier today about me playing in the band, and I got like halfway through the story, and she said, "You DJ, right?" And I said, "Yeah, that's how I started." But and then my friend was like, "Yo, he plays keys," and she's like, "Oh, for real? I didn't know that." And I'm sitting there telling the story about me playing keyboards, playing the band. I don't know why she didn't do the 1+1, but it's like it's different. And I just like the I love the creative stuff, and right now that's all I do. And it's like, but you still get in your mind about a lot of different things. But yeah, I love it. I love being able to do it, make up some things, and just create stuff, and being partnered with people to also create incredible stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I've always been really inspired by you and your passion.
Wow, bro.
For audio. This isn't a trick.
Nah.
About you.
I know. Because nobody wants to hear that story. I do have I'm telling you, so you say that, the story about me, I came across this because I forgot where I saw it. I know I saw it on Instagram somewhere, but I had an idea to tell at least part of my story, or like different fragments, but through a manga and the music. So it would be like a book about whatever. But done in just straight black and white. Maybe a little bit of color when there's blood or some stuff like that. But yeah, I wouldn't thought about that. And music, so I have a score to go along with this part of my life.
Nice, I like that.
I find somebody to draw it. I don't want to get AI. We know too many artists to do that. But yeah. Yeah, that'd be blasphemy. Yeah.
But yeah, man. I just always enjoy your passion for audio, video. You've taught me so much. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Yeah, man. You opened a whole new world. You've taught me that audio is just as important, if not more important, than video. That's what I'll say. Yes.
Yeah.
You showed me we worked at Best Buy, the Magnolia Room, and you showed me the Kill Bill 2 scene.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
She was buried, and the audio pretty much told the story, you could tell what was happening. It was insane. You heard everything. It was absolutely insane.
Yeah, I always antiquate all that for this. Another thing, if I can talk a lot, so hopefully it's not too annoying for anybody, but being a part of going to movies has always been a thing. It's like when I get into the stories to tell the things about like going to the movies when I was younger and spending like days at the movies, my life at that time was crazy. So, you can go away. I can disappear for like 7, 8, 12 hours and not anybody really care. So it's more so I would have, and then just gonna tell you. So I'd go to movies, and movies would be $2.50, double feature. So like you go into movies at like 12, like 12:02, 2:04. You see the movie 2 hours. Now they had a threshold. So if you walk through the column, but if you go past the little threshold, like in the subway when you go past the turnstile, if you go past the turnstile, you got to pay. But if you get to the turnstile and didn't quite walk out the door, and you see your boys coming in, the theater was coming in, so you turn back around. So now I've been there since 12, seen the movie twice, seen the movie once, about to leave out, go back in with a friend, stay there for another 4 hours. So now I've been there for 8 hours. Then the movie will close at like 10 o'clock, but then they'll have something called the all-nighter. And the all-nighter will show horror movies, kung fu movies maybe, or action movies. And it comes from 12 to 6 a.m. So imagine, I've been in the theater since 12. So my boys left, came back, and then been at the theater for all day. And I used to spend like days at the theater, like weekends was that way.
Wow.
And nobody knew where I was at.
When I was younger, at Bowie Town Center, they had a door in the back that said "door's broken," but the door was wide open, so that was just free access.
Oh,
and
wow.
We just went through that door, and we would just watch random movies. We didn't schedule times. We just walked in.
What's the statute of limitation on that, sir? They don't come for you. That theater's about to close anyway, though, right?
It's already closed.
Oh, wow.
It's been done.
Damn.
The last movie I saw at that theater was Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And then like 2 weeks later, I saw that that theater was shut down. I was like, damn, crazy.
Damn, so that and Smokey Bones?
Smokey Bones. Shout out Smokey Bones. Shout out Bowie Town Center. I think the whole thing was dying a bit.
Wow. Damn, I feel sad. I actually feel sad right now.
The whole thing. That side of it, that bridge part, where
Right.
Fridays and all that,
Yeah.
that side's
Dang.
dying.
Damn, Chicken Out was dope too, though.
Yeah.
That 6-layer carrot cake? Good God Almighty.
But yeah, man, you are my this is like the 29th episode, but you're like my first guest coming back.
That's all right, though.
It's like a reboot.
Well, I mean, not to piggyback anything or just like ping pong, but I'm gonna say this though. The crew that we started out with, Loading Snacks, and we're still there. We're like, Coop is crew, but he used to be like a super regular on the show.
I'm a legacy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, legacy member. But I don't really want to say that it's that dispersed. But the thing is that what I've always, or what I saw, was the consistency, which I'm not envious of. I learned how to adapt, to say. Because you're saying the 29th show. I can't think of anything that I've been doing for 29 times as far as the video stuff. I've been partnering with people, do little jobs here and there, but what I love about it is that I can come out to here every week or every so often. It pops up in my feed on Instagram, pops up on YouTube, and I can go to see what's on Coops Concessions. So that right there, and even the fact of when the split or whatever, you did what you do, you still do it. Mm-hmm. And he's come back and did different variations of this particular part, but the fact that you're still doing it. So that's the thing for me. Like you say, the audio part, I'm happy to be at the point where it's that I get to see you still doing what you do. And that's a bigger move for me, I should say.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I truly do.
This is where you cry. Crying emoji.
Let's get into some movie news. I'm not going to do all of these. We'll do some of them now.
I can only see. I can't see nothing. It's fine. I don't need to see. It's surprising.
So it has been the 20-year anniversary for Blu-rays.
Ooh.
Yes. 20 years of Blu-rays.
Blu-ray.
Kev, what was the first Blu-ray you owned?
Definitely going to have to do one or two. Just going to have to say The Matrix.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Right, hold up.
Mine was Jumper. The movie where they just teleport from spot to spot. I think Samuel Jackson was like the villain in that movie or something.
He was.
Yeah, but Jumper was my first Blu-ray, and I had collected a bunch ever since. What was the last Blu-ray? I can't even tell you that.
I think mine was probably The Matrix, the first one.
Yeah.
I don't think I think it was like just to see it and hear it in a different way. I had to have it that way. Just want to make sure it's still recording. Cool. Yeah. So had to make sure it was that way. So yeah.
Do you remember when it was like Blu-rays versus HD
DVD? Yeah. Yeah. That was hardcore.
First time I heard about it, I was like, "Oh shit! Which team am I gonna go to?"
I was actually on HD DVD because I felt that they were saying the quality was supposed to be better, and I wasn't a big Sony fan at the time. So it's like, it's like Sony TVs is cool, but it was like super hype compared to what, I was into then. So Toshiba had the HD DVDs and some other people had it. But then when the brand started to have the combo, I think Panasonic had the combo, that was different. And I liked it. But once, I think, what was it, PlayStation or whomever got it.
That was the thing.
That's
how they sold it. They sold Blu-rays with the PlayStation, and they sold HD movies with the Xbox. But the HDs, they panned it that way, but it wasn't necessarily compatible with the Xbox. They just was like, oh, well, if they got this, then we can kind of take that.
Yeah, I think you had to buy extra stuff for it too. I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So that was crazy, but
the first time I bought a Blu-ray was Jumper. I didn't know you needed an HDMI cable. To the difference. I didn't know this life at the time.
Yeah.
I put the movie in. I'm like, oh, it looks kind of basic to me. So.
Yeah, I think that Wars was pretty wild, and it didn't last that long. Once they had made that move with like the PlayStation, I think that was it. I think more astounding was pretty much when you put that on like 240 hertz or 120 hertz at the time. God. That was the one that changed. Yeah. Everybody and their grandmother was putting DVDs in the TV to see what it would look like.
240 hertz. 240 hertz, people will be looking at that. Either you hated it or you loved it. And if you loved it, you really loved it.
The quote unquote, it looks too real. Yeah. I'm like, I mean, it did, but it's like.
It did, but it gave you a different. It's almost like you're watching the movie all over again for the first time.
Yeah.
Some movies will do that.
Yeah.
I think one of the best Blu-rays is probably the Spider-Man movie I was talking about, The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield.
Right.
The second one. I don't know why or what it does, but like that in Blu-ray just looks incredible. It really does.
Yeah, I gotta watch it in that part. But I think I have a Blu-ray. I've been streaming a lot lately and stuff that's been online, so there hasn't really been too much of like discs, I should say. I think only thing I need to do is probably get Legend of Korra. Well, I got I think I had that on Blu-ray, but that's about it. But that's cartoons, so that's gonna look good.
Yeah, always. What do we have here? Obsession, the movie that had a budget of $750K, made $300 million and is now in the top 10 grossing horror films of all time, beating Exorcist and beating Sinners. Insane. Now, I'm not going to say that this movie is better than Sinners.
I'm not going to say that.
I will say this movie was probably talked about more than Sinners, though.
Nah, I don't doubt that either. I mean, Sinners, I've seen Sinners 3 times. That's me.
I've seen it 3 times as well.
And when it came out of the blue, I'm riding with a friend, and they were like, yo, we watch Sinners when we get home. What you mean? Y'all got like a bootleg? Y'all still doing bootleg shit? Nah, it's on Amazon. And I'm like, what? I immediately went to my phone, saw it was in like iTunes, got it before I got home. The behind the scenes is pretty tough too. So no, I don't think it's more talked about than Sinners.
The reason I say that is it's just my timeline when it came out. My timeline everywhere I went, it was flooded with Obsession. And I mean, it was the same with Sinners because it was new. It was Michael B. Jordan,
right,
and all that. But like, I don't know. I don't know what it was about Obsession because, like I said, I don't think it's a better movie. But I do feel like it was talked about or displayed more everywhere than.
I have a theory why people would talk about it. I mean, I don't know. This is not that kind of show, but honestly, yeah. Honestly, I think that Sinners itself did so much, and it opened up great, had a story, original stuff, shot extremely well, scored, the music, and it just covered a part of history or part of culture that was like, yeah, we need that, but we don't. But it was original.
Yeah.
And when you think about
It
it,
wasn't too heavy. It wasn't too heavy on the background, but it was just enough to give you like.
yeah, I mean, because it was like, yo, it set the preference of what we're going to do, what it's about in the beginning. And then it just kind of wrapped itself around. But also, you got to remember that when it came out on video, it was still in the theater.
Yeah.
So Sinners was still playing in that sense. Obsession is okay. It is the new breakout for inexpensive film, original script, as far as we know, original script, and then just going off and the success that it has. So you still take those two and put them together, I guess, because it's horror and that's what you want to do. But I mean, I truly think because it's a different kind of cast and is now, like Sinners had its run, it's done its things, won its awards.
I guess, yeah.
So now let's talk about the new hypeness. So if it's talked about a lot, it's because it's the new and because it looks different. So, but I also think it's talked about a lot because it's a really inexpensive movie to make, and it did phenomenally well. I loved it.
Yeah.
And then I can't wait for it to come out on digital so I can buy it, or quote unquote buy rent.
Yeah.
To say.
Yeah. No, it was definitely. It was great. It was a great movie. But I do agree with you. Sinners did have its time, and kind of like we talked about this earlier. Horror movies are just more original nowadays than I guess any other movie. There's so many remakes, there's so many reboots out there, but when you see a horror movie today, it's almost like something you've never really seen before. Or maybe you can compare it to something, but it's just like a different setting or a different take on the situation.
I get that. I mean, most of the times, man, horror movies is it's still and that's another thing that makes it so amazing. I'm just thinking about it because horror movies not everybody loves horror. Because some people feel like it's invoking different spirits. I don't want that. And if you're maybe if you're super religious, sometimes you're doing things like that. It's kind of flirts with different things. We take all that away to do what these horror movies are doing for our money and bringing people to the theater to go see it. That's what it's all about. Yeah. So, it's a good thing.
Yeah. I will be seeing Obsession again when it comes out on digital.
Yeah. Definitely I gotta hear the sound. For that one, I got there late and I decided to go get some popcorn. So when I got into the movie theater, this is when he actually was standing, looking at the girl Nikki. So I don't know what happened before that.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know why he got the candy bar. I don't know what made him buy the candy bar. Yeah. So that's where I started from. So I gotta see it again.
Yeah, definitely. They said that there is another Grinch movie, a Grinch sequel with Jim Carrey. I don't know if this is a sequel or a remake or a reboot because they love rebooting or remaking the Grinch movie.
It's too much.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm down for Jim Carrey if it's a sequel, I guess. But like, what the fuck is that even about? You know?
I didn't think he was doing movies anymore. But I'm not looking forward to that. I mean, it might be a good holiday movie, but right now, hearing about a holiday movie in the summer, I'm not enthused with that. Like, I mean, let this season go. This year has already been crazy, and it's like waiting for a Christmas movie with Jim Carrey playing the role you already played before.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not too big on that. I think the fact that it's a Grinch sequel that doesn't even exist, to be honest with you. So we're just making some shit up just so we can have another holiday movie, And you sell us with Jim Carrey.
I mean, they probably had to pay a big penny for him to get in that movie.
Man, Sonic got him on.
Yeah, but Sonic, that's a tough joint. And I heard those were pretty good. I never seen them before.
Sonic movies?
Yeah.
All right, so let me tell you, they're very like kiddie movies, obviously, I guess you could say, right?
Okay.
The third movie, I was in the theaters with Ethan and I fell asleep. And I was like, well, damn, whatever, right? I went home when they got it on digital and I watched that movie. I was like, this is an amazing fucking action scene. I was like, I slept through this? The fight scene between Sonic and Shadow towards the end is almost unlike anything I've ever seen before, to be honest with you.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. And I was mad that I slept through that. It didn't really, really cool. Really good. Mike Myers says that there's an Austin Powers 4.
Can't wait.
Happening.
Let's do it. I've been saying this for years. I said, listen, we need another Austin Powers because that movie, unlike Scary Movie, but it's in that same kind of sense. It has this comedic plot with all these different things. Now, my concern though, which pretty much has a concern about Scary Movie, in today's time,
That's what I was going to ask you.
some of the jokes may get so tame that they become lame because there's so much protection about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say, like, does this type of comedy work today? I guess you could say. I think one thing where Scary Movie fails is, like, I think I said this in my review. It parodies itself. You know, it's parodying the first Scary Movie. We're bringing jokes back from a movie 20 years ago, where it's like, oh, I'm here to see some new shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of worried Austin Powers, if it can live up to that. They, like, we talk about the commercial that they did, which almost had damn near the entire cast back.
Yeah.
And it was funny. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I'm just concerned if that type of format of comedy can work today. And is it going to be spending too much time trying to parody the other movies or like bring back these jokes, you know, a lot.
I don't know. I mean, the one that they did and like all of them about the penis. I mean, I don't know.
The sky. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna be a joke that you're probably looking for. But even when they did it in the second version, Ozzy Osbourne was like, "That's the same joke they did in this." So they made fun of themselves in that one. And I mean,
which is crazy about the second one. I showed Ethan the second one, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Yeah.
And we're watching this part with Jerry Springer, and he's just watching, and he was like, "What is happening right now?" He doesn't know what Jerry Springer is. He doesn't know about that time or anything. He's just literally watching. He's laughing, but he doesn't really know, like, the concept of what's happening.
Well, I'll put it like this. I think if anybody could do it, they can do it. But I mean, I'll be into, like I said, I don't know. If they do some pause stuff, that'd be hilarious.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But it's like, that might be a deleted scene. I don't know, because it depends. Like I said, I'm put like this. When I saw that on the list, I said, "Oh!" I was screamed out, like, and I sent a text to you. I said, "For real? Oh my God, that's great!" Because I was like, I would love to see Austin Powers. Because like I said, I'm a big Elizabeth Hurley fan. She got me too. It's a term I use for that type of girl. But I was like, yeah. So you know that, and then of course Beyonce and the other one. It was cool.
Oh, the gold member.
Yeah, but it was just really funny because it's gold member though. I mean, it's like every character is dope.
Yes.
But it's just like, and Mike Myers, just like Eddie Murphy, doing multiple.
Be the issue of the movie. So Mike Myers plays multiple characters in all three of them.
Yeah.
Will he be playing too many characters in the fourth one?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, he did look. The last time I saw him, I saw him in Inglourious Basterds, and I saw him in one other movie.
He was in Bohemian Rhapsody.
I didn't see that.
He was the manager, and I think that's the funny thing because, you know, Wayne's World, they kind of brought that song to life, I guess, in a sense.
Oh yeah, they did.
So they had Mike Myers play the manager, talk about how the song is stupid and it'll never work.
Oh, yeah. Dope. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
If anybody would have caught that joke, I'd have been like, aha. Like when they say the name of the movie in the movie, I love that joke.
Oh, he was in Jackson. He was in the Michael Jackson movie.
Really?
Mike Myers, yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't see that either.
Okay.
I didn't really want to see that.
Michael Jackson was like, I want to be on MTV, and then Mike Myers was like, his man was like, well, we can't get any black artists on MTV. But he was like, well, if you can't do it, then you can't have Michael Jackson. He picked up the phone. He was like, I need Mike on MTV right now. And apparently that's how it happened. So, but yeah, Mike Myers was that character.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah. Who knows if that ever would have been a thing?
I know.
Man. Jeez.
Next up, the Batman 2 has the official logo and the official cast for this movie. You didn't see the first one. I'm telling you right now, please watch. For me, watch the Batman, and I really want to hear your take on it.
All right, for when I get settled in the new residence, then yes, that'll be the first thing I watch, sir.
Yeah, I love this movie. The cast has Sebastian Stan, Scarlett Johansson, and Brian Tyree Henry. Here's the thing, right?
Okay.
They already said Sebastian Stan was playing Harvey Dent. But then a lot of sources are talking about, no, now Brian Tyree Henry is playing Harvey Dent.
Nah.
So I don't know who's playing who, but they are both definitely in the movie. I would love to see. I mean, I can see both of them as
Nope.
definitely more Sebastian Stan as
Yeah.
Two-Face.
Right.
But I'm not mad at I'm not mad at Brian Tyree Henry playing him as well. I mean, we had Billy D. Williams playing him.
I mean, yeah, we did, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I think sometimes, man, it's just like pick a character and be it. There's nobody saying you can't, but I just don't know. I mean, his acting skills, what I see in Atlanta is like crazy, and I heard him talk for real.
That's what sells me, to be honest. And
Yeah.
then to see him do something different, like I guess Internals or
Yeah, I mean, so I don't really know. And like I said, again, I wasn't a fan of the first one. I will watch it for you. ScarJo definitely is a seller for that one for me.
yeah, I don't know who she's playing yet.
Don't matter.
That
She's in the
first-
movie.
It don't matter.
She's in the movie.
It don't
That's
matter.
it.
I'm excited for this movie. I love the first one. I went to theaters to see the Batman like 3 times. Yeah, like
Okay, that's it.
yeah. I think I had a long talk with Gage about the movie too, about how much I love this more than The Dark Knight.
Funny how you said long talk. It's definitely gonna be a long talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, Steven Spielberg says he'll never do a Netflix movie because you don't get the cinematic feeling from actually sitting in the seats rather than sitting in your home. I feel like if they threw him a number, he'll do it.
I think that Steven Spielberg doesn't have to do anything he doesn't really want to do.
Yeah.
And I also think that that's different depending on who you're talking to. I know nowadays a lot of people don't have that that thrill for sound. They think they know, but they don't.
Yeah.
That's the not the vast majority. If it was a ratio, it'd probably be like maybe 45-55. Because here's the thing: when you get a sound bar, you think you got it made. But usually a sound bar comes with a TV, depending on how they try to sell it. But when you go in and say, okay, great, you go to the movies, you're not sitting with a sound bar in the middle. You're sitting with speakers around you, positioned, tuned, calibrated, and all the way the actual movie was actually developed. When somebody did a sound, when they developed the sound and sat there and did the sound mixing, they didn't mix it to 2 speakers or 1 speaker doing a job of 5. They did it to exactly what it was. So somebody that's invest that into their home theater, yes, Steven Spielberg, I can do that. My friends and everything else like this, but not everybody's going to have what you have. So I can understand him saying that, but the epitome for me, not to even go back what you said as far as sound, it's just that it's a better experience.
Yeah.
People get the big TV. I like projectors, but
Yeah.
it's how you play your stuff though.
Yeah. Last 2 things we got on here. A Donkey movie is coming out in June 2028.
No.
This is like 10 years too late, to be honest with you.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Eddie don't.
It's because there's a new Shrek movie coming out, but like
Eddie doesn't need the movie. That could be a Netflix joint.
it really could, and it would still sell the same if you ask me.
Yeah.
People love Donkey. They love Shrek.
I don't know how you gonna make
This
it though.
movie is like 10 hours. The movie's 10 years too late.
Right.
But it'll sell. And then we have a live action Magic School Bus movie with Elizabeth Banks. I don't think Elizabeth Banks is the right role for Miss Frizzle. I grew up in Magic School Bus. I stole an idea from them from one of my science fair projects as a child.
Oh, statute of limitations again. Here we go.
And it got second place.
Here we
Now,
go.
when I think about Magic School Bus or live action, when I think about Tracy Ellis Ross, and I think
Because of the hair?
huh?
Because of the hair?
It is because of the hair, but I do feel like she has the energy and the hair to be a Miss Frizzle.
All right. Zachary Murray make a porno. I think her role in that movie negates that. That's
Okay.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Because she was mad quirky in that
she
joint.
was also in well, no, I was about to say Knocked Up. That
Was not
her
the-
Knocked
No, that was the other girl that disappeared from the movie scene.
I got my white woman mixed up.
Wow. I would never say that. I would probably say again. I would say something
Wait,
else.
Elizabeth Banks was in one of those Seth Rogen joints, though, right? No.
Nah, you talking about the girl that used to play on Grey's Anatomy. I forgot her name though. She had the ponytail.
I know who you're talking about. It's crazy how I know who you're talking about.
I know, but I don't know her name either.
Heigl?
Yeah, Katherine Heigl.
Yeah, okay.
Dang, where is she? I had to look her up, yo. I mean, think about it. The last movie you was in with this movie, that was like 20 years ago. Where have you been? TV, commercial? Are you directing? You know, she got...
Thanks. Charlie's Angels 2019. Spider-Man, Cocaine Bear.
Oh, that Cocaine Bear was dope.
Virgin.
She must have had it.
Who was she in the 40-year-old?
Yeah. That was... Anybody.
It's crazy to try to think about that right now.
I know we're recording, but...
Yeah. It's fine.
That's all right.
My guess is going to use the bathroom for a second.
Oh my
god. What? Yeah. So Elizabeth Banks, she was in. Oh wait, obviously she was in Pitch Perfect, Brightburn. Yeah, I was thinking about Katherine Heigl or Heige or whatever her name is. It's kind of all the movie news we have. Well, no, I had one more saying that Jordan Peele, his script is ready for his next movie. There's no title, there's no date, there's nothing we know about Jordan Peele's next movie. We just know that the script is ready for the movie. And I guess the question is, are you ready for another Jordan Peele movie? And what is it going to be? Is it going to have the same feeling? Is it going to be a one-word title? Well, it was Get Out, then it was Us. And then it was, what was the other one? It was Get Out, it was Us. Oh, and Nope. That's what it was. And then he did a lot of producing stuff, a lot of Monkey Paw production stuff. He put his name on a lot of stuff that did not do really well. You know, but I don't know. I think I've just always been intrigued by Jordan Peele's movies, especially because of Get Out. Get Out is like one of my top 10 movies ever. And just to know where he came from, Mad TV, Key and Peele, and then like to switch to this horror genre has always intrigued me. So I'm always intrigued to know what he's going to come out with next. And I hope it does do well. I don't want to see him fail, you know? It's just, Nope was a nope for me. That's what I'll say, you know? What else is happening? We'll wait for Kev to be back. Oh, there he is. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Are you excited for another Key and Peele movie? I mean, are you excited for another Jordan Peele movie?
It depends.
It does depend.
It does depend. A true Jordan Peele movie or a Jordan Peele produced movie?
Ooh, you know what? That makes a big difference.
It does. I mean, that last one, geez. I agree with you on that one. Mm-hmm. Him?
Yeah.
That could have been my number 5 worst movie.
Yeah, I could have been. Is Him better than Pootie Tang?
Yes, because I went to the movie to go see it. Pootie Tang, I don't believe I went to the movies to go see that.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, so we're going to wrap this up on the intro. But before I do, I have 3 random questions that I'd like to ask all of my guests. The first question. In your group of friends, what role do you play?
And when you say role, okay, I am probably the funny sad one.
The funny sad one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm kind of thinking like it would probably be, let's say if in Superbad, I would probably be. What was Michael? It was Seth and who else? What was
Seth Rogen?
Not Seth Rogen. I'm trying to think. It wasn't McLovin. Who was the other guy? The blonde guy. Michael Cera's character.
Michael Cera.
All right, that's when I say funny sad. That's me. Yeah, trying to get the girl, can't get the girl. Funny, Because, like, you know, you crack the jokes and stuff like that, but just like funny sads. That's me.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Second question. Who was your favorite teacher and why?
Well, it's gonna shed a lot of light on a lot of things. I forgot her name. Mm-hmm. She was a science teacher. Mm-hmm. When I tell you, she was put together. She's put together.
Yeah.
She was white. I sat on the front row. That was my favorite teacher because she was gorgeous, tall, red hair, put together, and I mean put together. When she turned them right on the chalkboard, yes, Lord. But I don't remember her name, but that was one of the ones that I did pretty good in science because of that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Cool. Last but not least, what's your favorite book?
Oh, well, without a doubt, right now it's kind of like official book is going to be probably Tao of the Wu. RZA wrote the Wu-Tang Manual, and then Tao of the Wu was the second book he wrote. I like that book because it takes you through all the things that, you know, you watch the Wu-Tang story, but it was like, you know, the other part of it. And just another thing that it's a sad note. It's like I put that book away. And I read the book, I believe, Friday. And I read it on a Friday afternoon. And when I opened up the page to the book to read it is when RZA talked about his mother died. The very next day, my mother died.
Oh, wow.
So it was like, I read that, I put the book away for months and then happened to open up to that page. So that, I love that book, not because of that, but I love that book because I read it a day before that kind of helped me prepare myself. If something like that would happen, you just never think it's going to happen, but let alone the day after you read that whole paragraph. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Last thing is you do a lot of audio and video. We kind of talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
So why is it that you do what you do, and what do you love about it?
Oh, wow. Well, it's a couple of reasons. I've always wanted to have this type of career, and I kind of dipped and dabbed in it for a long time, but it wasn't my total occupation. Now it is. We're not going to go into why. But what I love about it is having an idea and then basically making that idea live in the forefront. I tell you this, if you guys and girls out there, you have the ability to do something. Do you realize that not everybody has that ability to do that thing that you said? So now there's a lot of people right now that probably want to start a podcast because they heard their friends start a podcast, whatever. And then there's some simpler ways of doing it, some ways not. But here's the thing. There'll be more people that say that I want to start a podcast and never do. Even though they got the mic, even though they got the computer, even if you got your phone, you can do a podcast. But they'll be afraid to do that. But see, everybody else doing it, like, oh, I wish I could do that. You can, but you just don't want to, or something's stopping you from that.
Yeah.
So having the ability to be able to do something, whether you're helping somebody with their dream, or even you're living out that dream. Well, maybe somebody called you and say, hey, I want to record this, or I want to film this. How do I do it? I have this, and this. What are ways I can do it? And for free, or just giving out information, oh, you can do it this way, you can do it that way. So to answer your question boldly, it's taking the ideas I have and making them live just like somebody had to draw this and put this out. Mm-hmm. Same thing. But I want to do it for myself and for anybody that's in that same field that needs that help. So I do it to help me and to help everybody else make their vision and their dream come true. Okay. And also sprinkle a little bit of love on top of that. That's what I do.
Sounds good, man. That was dope. That was nice.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for coming by.
Man, Coop, it's my pleasure, yo.
Thank you. You want to tell everybody where they can find you?
All right. You're looking for me. Anything you want to do as far as video, audio, graphic design wise, or set up, hold a mic, do whatever needs to be done. You can find me at creative, that's creative with a K, _71 on IG. You can also find me at creative71.com. If you go to the website, you'll get everything. You go to the IG part, you'll get everything as well too. Connect that in the little bio site. But other than that, Other than that, you can find out more things we do with Loading Snacks. That's the crew. So loadingsnacks.com or Loading Snacks on Instagram. Whatever way, kind of conjunction together. And that's where you can find me.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Kind of going back to what you said a little earlier. You know how people start stuff, but they don't, start a podcast or they have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
One of the greatest things that was said to me is that some of the greatest ideas are written down on a piece of paper, and then that paper is thrown away. Or that idea is thrown away.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, that's profound.
Guess you told me that.
I'm afraid to say it. You better not. It's two people.
You know who it is.
I know who it is.
You know who it is.
I know.
Shout out Gage, man.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. I want to thank Kev for showing up. Thank you guys for coming through. We're going to be doing this every month. And I'm sure we will have Kev back on again.
I hope I come back.
Yeah.
Can I come back? Yeah. All right, man.
Thank you guys for watching. I'm Coop. I'm out. Peace.
Coops Concessions.